Joe here from XFoxGames. Check it out. We are back again with another Nerf rival review. Again, it's not something new, but it is something you're probably going to see out there on the secondary market. And, you know, maybe if some of you guys have had these things for a while, yeah, you guys know just like us, these things rock. But before we even start, come on, definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you click the bell icon, because when we do giveaways like this, you guys already know about it. So if you don't click the bell icon, you guys don't even know when we're doing giveaways. Anyways, with that, yes, the XVII-3000, the Artemis. I call this the little brother to the Hades, right? This blaster here is no joke. That thing is awesome. But sometimes, you know, if you have kids playing, or sometimes if you're just tired and you don't want to lug around that huge old blaster, this is where this particular Artemis comes into play. And I love this one. I mean, if it's between, again, the Hades and this, oh, man, I'd almost go this, because I feel like I can run farther, play harder, and everything with this, because it is so much lighter than the bigger Hades. But again, it's completely up to you guys. Both of them are perfectly fine. But let's talk about this. So we've had this particular blaster, and I think it's been out, almost 2 years, maybe a year and a half plus. And we've had it for about a year, maybe a little bit more, and we've shot so many rounds through this blaster, and it just keeps working and working and working. I've fallen on this thing a few times. I've run down trails and stubbed my toe and slammed it, and it just keeps going. I have yet to break this particular blaster. I would love more of them. We only do have one. I would love to get a couple more if I can get them for the right price. You can get these brand new right now. The ranges and prices are all over the place. If you go to Amazon or something like that, people want like $60, $70 for them. But if you go to eBay or something like that, I've been seeing these go for right around about $35 shipped to your door, $35 to $40. And other places like OfferUp and things like that, I've been seeing them go for right around about the $30 mark, which, hey, is not bad. I'd spend $30 or even $20 on these all day long, especially to get an extra few in our kind of inventory that we have, which we'll probably show you guys someday. I know a lot of you guys have been asking, hey, Xbox, we want to see what, you know, blasters you have and what's your setup like. So we might go over that one day. We have been getting rid of a lot of the kind of the extra blasters that we don't use, because a lot of the kids and everything, again, like using the rival type blasters. So let's take a look at this thing. First things first, aesthetically, yeah, it looks great. A nice kind of mini blaster. The weight of it is really nice between the handle and the front grip. It doesn't overpower like, you know, a younger kid. It doesn't power over an adult. And the weight, I think, is perfect for this particular blaster. Now, here is one thing to kind of note about this, is the handle itself is very nice. It's kind of a chunky feel. It is a little bit different than some of the other kind of handles that I felt on Nerf rival blasters. I felt like some of the more recent ones that come out, like the Percy's, they have a different handle that is more kind of updated, right, to someone's grip. This one's a little bit older, has this, again, kind of step grip to it, but nonetheless, the handle feels great. The front cocking mechanism, or the front foregrip, is awesome. I can't rave enough about those, especially the one on the Hades too. They're very similar. This one, right, is red. The one on the Hades is white, and it cocks it back nicely. Good firm grip, again, whether you have small hands or big hands. And the kind of the cock motion is not that hard at all. I mean, it's very easy to pull it back and shoot the blaster. It's very strange, because I feel like that kind of the cocking back doesn't do how fast this thing shoots, right? You feel like sometimes you got to like use every ounce of your weight just to push it back, but this one is actually very easy, so younger kids can actually shoot this thing pretty well. Now, on the top, the feeding mechanism, yes, this thing holds 30 rounds. Yes, I know some of you guys are thinking, you can hold more. You bet. You actually can squeeze in 2 more at the top. Technically, you can fit in 10, but you could almost fit in 13 to 14 on the top. You really squeeze them in there. And to kind of do that is you just slide back that red piece. Again, very similar to how the Hades does it. You just slide back the red piece, which pushes back kind of those little orange, kind of little rods with the springs back there, right? Drop in your balls, push that thing back forward, and you're ready to go, which I think is awesome. I love those integrated clips where it gives you more rounds than, say, like 12, right? Because when you're out there in a war, you guys know just like me, the more rounds you can carry inside the blaster is so much more awesome. So having around 30-ish rounds in a small little portable blaster like this is awesome. Again, very similar to the Percy's, but the Percy's is a completely different animal, right? So when you pump this thing, you can see the front. It's just like the Hades. It has that rotating front, right? that kind of rotates, and then it puts the new ball in there. Rotates, put the new ball in there. So it is a little bit different to get used to, because sometimes you think the ball is coming out kind of at the top barrel, but it's actually coming out at the bottom barrel. So sometimes you got to aim just a little bit up from where you would normally aim, because again, it's coming out about 2-3 inches lower than what you would think. So your first shot sometimes might be, you know, a little bit lower than what you expected, which happened to me all the time with this blaster. Now, this is also bump fire. So some of you guys are like, what's bump fire? So you can actually just hold the trigger, right, and you could pump and just shoot, which I think is awesome. I love them like that, because when you're running and gunning with this thing, you know, you don't want to be having to try to time it all, right? You just want to be able to just, however fast you can pump this thing to fire bullets or fire foam blaster balls down the range at your opponents. That is why I love this thing, and I love the Hades, is because they have that bump fire. Now, it only has that one Picatinny rail up top, right? Some of them you see them where they're on the right-hand side or the left-hand side or the bottom, but this just has the one Picatinny rail up top, so you can fit all your kind of cool accessories on there, whether they're, you know, the Nerf rival scope, or whether they're, you know, a modulus like I kind of have on here. It is completely up to you. I think it doesn't need anything. That's just me. I mean, this thing, you're up close all the time, so I don't really want to aim kind of down the back. It does have, of course, the rails, or not the rails, but the little holders here for, you know, slings. But I have seen on the back of this, there are there's a 3D printed little piece you can get back here in case you want to put a butt plate on there with kind of your popular Nerf rival stocks, which I think is awesome. And I think it's something we're going to pick up. We haven't done it yet, but we'll definitely pick up one of those back plates for this, so that we can kind of have that on the back there, and put a stock on one of these, or when we do get another one of them. Now, overall, FPS, it shoots, again, these things always shoot right about 90 to 95, which is awesome, and that's exactly what we got right there all day long. It's like these Nerf rivals are just super consistent right in that bracket range, right? This will consistently shoot over and over and over and over again right in that range, and it shot all the balls that we fed at it, whether it was the Nerf rival rounds, the X-Shot rounds, I mean, you name it, the off-brands, it just shot them great. Now, you know, I mean, what do I think about this thing overall? You guys already know, is the bomb. I love it, right? This, or again, the Hades. Either or, man. You pick up either or of these, you will not complain. You pick up both the Hades and the Artemis here, you guys, you cannot go wrong. You guys are going to love this thing. I say if you could pick it up for 20, 25 bucks nowadays, do it if you can. Again, eBay has some really cheap prices on these. So yeah, I say pick it up if you guys have, you know, if you guys can. Anyways, if you guys haven't subscribed, come on, do it. Get in on the giveaways that we're doing. You guys know you want to win stuff. Anyways, thanks again, Fox fans.